going on, y'all? Welcome to the ninth episode of the main topic TV show or show. I'm Carnell Johnson, your host. I'm here with
Luis.
I'm Julio.
I'm Alex.
for our first topic of the day. Pooh Shiesty and Big 30 were just arrested for allegedly robbing Gucci Mane and getting him to sign him away from his record label. What do you guys think about the whole situation? It's kind of crazy considering he just got out.
Wait, okay, you can cut this out when you edit. You
Yeah.
want me to close the door so the fucking...
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let me go real quick. You can't hear it, right?
No.
Okay. So anyone wants to start?
Wait, so if I say like it could compare to like, remember when at the beginning of like what is it called, NWA, how they were trying to get Dr. Dre to sign over?
Yeah.
So like
yeah.
You
easy.
can, yeah, just bring whatever comes to mind. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're back now. Sorry.
Yeah.
I can go ahead. Honestly, I was very, I would say somewhat surprised when I saw the news that he was, I believe the FBI raided his home, right?
Yeah.
And they arrested him. They took him into custody. I would say I was surprised because he just got out of jail, I think last October in 2025 from, I think he was served like 4 or 5 years, something like that.
Yeah.
So you would think that he was, an artist like him, he does have hit songs, he has good music, multi-millionaire at this point, a good rapper overall. You would expect him to just focus on music and, expand his career and just, make better choices. But you see this again, I think it's unfortunate, and I mean, there's not much to say about the situation, but we'll see how it plays out. And if he does, kind of get the charges dropped or whatever and gets released again, hopefully he starts making better decisions because he is a great artist. And yeah,
I just feel like nowadays rappers don't understand. Like they intentionally get arrested for publicity, and I think maybe this could be a publicity stunt. But then at the same time, this is very serious because you're kidnapping someone to get him to sign over. It takes me back to like when NWA and the situation with Death Records, how they beat up allegedly Eazy-E to get Dr. Dre away from them.
So my thoughts on the situation, it's I just heard of it today. He should have made a better choice, better decision. He just got out of jail, serving a 4-year sentence.
yeah, it was like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years. He should have known better, but I mean, it's sad. He should have made a better call. But.
Yeah, and that the 4 or 5 year sentence that he served was like a gun charge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's already been into trouble, and I think he kidnapped Gucci Mane, right? The record label, his like record label manager. So I feel like it's also like a bit of a complicated conversation because I don't know, there's like street involved, there's like street codes there, so yeah.
I would say it also has to do with a lot with like record label deals and how like one-sided they are. A lot of them are what 80-20, 70-30,
Yeah.
60-40 at best. So if you're lucky if you're getting 60-40. So a lot of the money that you think rappers are getting, a lot of times they're not even getting them. Especially when they first blow up and they're under management, they're not seeing any of that money. So I understand the frustration, but man, fresh out of jail, it's crazy.
Yeah, and now that you brought that up with the contracts, like the 60-40, 80-20, I think that's why most recently they've been telling rappers don't just sign whatever contract.
Yeah,
like it might
yeah.
just say like it's like a great amount of money, but you have to actually read what the contract says.
Yeah.
So you can like avoid situations like this one with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane. But yeah. Moving on to our next topic, it's been promoted for almost a year now that Drake is dropping his next album, which is Iceman. But most recently, there's been blog pages. DJ Academic said that Iceman is coming soon. The album is coming out soon. And then Drake, I believe a few days ago at the Toronto Raptors arena, he like iced out his like the chairs that he usually sits at. So just making more recent promotions, kind of like I guess symbolizing that the album is coming out sooner than later. So what do you guys think of this upcoming Drake album?
I'm kind of hoping that it's good because the last two, in my opinion, haven't been good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of hoping that he makes a comeback and it's good.
Yeah.
I would say I'm excited for another Drake album. I mean, the last couple haven't been his best work, but when you're comparing it to, some of like the best albums of our generation, I would say they're still pretty good albums.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's doing a good job of promoting it because you see this a lot with artists too. Like he could do that, and then the album still might not come out for another year. Just
Yeah.
because like artists love doing that. So I feel like Drake he drops pretty consistently. It's getting around summertime, and I already know that's his favorite time to drop music. So I would probably expect to see it soon.
Yeah, in regards to that, I don't really listen to Drake at all, but I've heard, a couple of his songs. They're good. But as far as like him promoting that, and I think I saw a picture of it online where he like it looked like ice on like two courtside seats.
Yeah.
And that's really really cool, and that's what I don't think anybody else has done stuff like that. So I think that's a very unique way of promoting it, and it's like going viral on online. One picture that I saw had like 1.5 million likes and like 900,000 shares, and the comment section was just blowing up. So it's a very cool way and interesting way of promoting it. Very, unique. So
Yeah, I think the last album or just his solo album that came out was in 2023. I think it was like For All My Dogs or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the album was all right, but kind of like we said, not some of his best work. I think the last album that I really liked from him was his collab album with 21 Savage, was like in 2022. So it's been, you could say it's been quite some time since Drake released, I guess you could say, a great album. Also, since For All My Dogs came out 2023, that's almost been 3 years ago. Which is, you could see like the distance between both albums, between both solo albums. So, and like you said, Carnell, that it might even drop, it might release like later, like
Yeah.
it might not soon. That's very true, because I remember with Certified Lover Boy, like he started promoting it in like
Killer.
August of 2020.
Yeah.
He
like
said it was
killer.
He said it was dropping in January 2021, and the album didn't drop till like August of 2021, so like a whole year later, September or whatever. So, yeah, we'll see how this next Iceman album is from Drake. So yeah.
I just hope he listens to the people saying that his last two haven't been good, and he decides to make it like shut all the critics up and make it fire.
Yeah, no, Drake definitely needs a comeback, not just from like previous albums, but his whole situation in 2024 with Kendrick. He needs something to stand out once again.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that was our 9th episode of the main topic. I hope to see you guys next week, and thanks for joining us.